What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope you all had a great day. I am dead freaking tired right now. Like, it's been a long day, people. Long day. Getting into this episode of GH, I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of ironic watching Rick and Ava talk and stuff. It was just ironic how the roles were reversed today, because when the trial was going on, Rick was on fire. Like, he was in complete control. And Ava was the one second guessing his tactics and stuff and doubting him. Now the shoe was on the other foot. Ava is happy about Rick's defense and the way that he defended her in that courtroom. She's happy with his performance. Like, she felt like he knocked that shit out the park. But it's Rick who's second guessing what he did. It's him doubting himself now. You know what I'm saying? Which was kind of weird, because I'm like, Rick, what you doing doubting yourself? You're Rick freaking Lansing. Why are you doubting yourself? Like, absolutely not. Rick killed it in that courtroom. He did what he had to do. I felt like he didn't tell any lies when he got Christina in that stand, because everything he said was true. It was a masterclass. Hell, even Molly thinks so. And she's an ADA. Even she felt like his tactic was brilliant. It was a masterclass. It was just masterful. You couldn't give a better performance. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't give a better defense. So I like that, he felt like he being vulnerable with Ava, like he's being honest, like he felt like he was just putting on a brave front for her, by being optimistic about the trial and stuff and how things is going. But I feel like he knocked it out the park. I feel like he killed it. And I'm glad Ava now realizes that. And she was, there pumping him up and letting him know, listen, you did your damn thing in that courtroom. But I like how she wanted to get a real answer out of him about what if she get convicted and stuff like that. Like, what's she facing? Like, how many years would she be facing? I feel like even if Ava got convicted, it damn sure wouldn't be no murder charge. Like, if there is a conviction on her, it should definitely be manslaughter at best. At best. But I still feel like they would be crazy as hell to try to convict her. Like, that would be totally dumb. Because the way Rick had Christina in that stand, and the way that he went at her, and the testimony that she gave, and the testimony that Molly gave and stuff, like, come on now, it was clear that Ava went there looking for trouble. She went there looking for a fight. Like, come on, we all saw it personally when it happened. She went there and she had no business going there. um I would definitely be here for an Ava and Rick relationship. I would be here for it. Like, if they were to get together. Because, like I said, Maura West, like, that woman got chemistry with a broomstick. Like, she got chemistry literally with any and everybody. Like, she could do a whole scene with a door, and her and that door would have chemistry. That's how good she is. That's how good she is. Like, she's that good. But yeah, Ava ain't going nowhere, and Rick need to stop second guessing himself. You did the damn thing, and at the end of the day, I understand he's still feeling down in the dumps about his relationship with Molly and stuff like that. Like, she gonna come around. Like, she just going through her own mess right now, and I feel like that's why she just, with everything going on, she just need time by herself, to collect herself. And obviously, her and Rick still got things to work out, because I still feel like she's suppressing some anger towards him about him not being around for some years. She might not mention that or whatever, but I feel like that might be a factor, because he hasn't been around for quite some time, and maybe she's still feeling some type of way. So I feel like he need to give her a little space, you know what I'm saying? Let her come to him when she ready. I mean, I respect the fact that he's not giving up. He gonna keep trying to call and text and get in touch with her. I respect that, but give her a little room. Anyway, moving on from that. You know what I just realized? It's been a whole year since Austin got murdered, and is the boy still laying on the ground? He got to be nothing but bone at this point. He got to be a skeleton at this point. I'm like, that man still laying on that ground. We still don't know who killed him. It's a lot of plot holes we don't know nothing about. One of them being, we don't know who the fuck bought Windermere. That shit just disappeared. Ava sold it, and we still don't know who the damn owner is. Like, that is insane. And they could have got some good story out of that too. Over to whoever the new owner is, they could have got some real good story. Cause I would prefer it be Valentine or some long lost Cassadine or something coming to wreak havoc. I think that'd be pretty dope. Speaking of Valentine, Anna is really pissing me off, and Jason just pissed me off even more. I was so pissed with Jason today. Like, what are you sitting there talking about? Oh, I'm just as much to blame as you are. Jason, I'm gonna need you to grow some balls and start telling these people to go to hell. I'm tired of everybody calling Jason whenever they want him to go on a suicide mission. Like, stop calling him. Like I said yesterday, this is not Grand Theft Auto. Like, stop sending him on all these damn missions to go handle y'all problems. Like, no, he need to be by his son's side right now. Not putting himself in constant danger and harm's way for your benefit. Like, Anna sitting there, oh, I made this mess. Yes, ma'am, you made this mess. You clean it up. You sitting here wanting Jason to do it. You do it. And I feel like the reason Anna don't want to use the PCPD resources that she has at her disposal to try to find Valentine, she don't want to use it because then she would have to open up and admit to Laura and everybody else that she let Valentine get away. And we all know that could jeopardize her job. Because I feel like Laura would be way too lenient if she found that out and still let her keep her job. I feel like Laura would be a pushover as a mayor at that point. Because I don't see how Jordan could let that fly either as deputy mayor. Like, you find that shit out, Anna need to go. Period. Because she's playing both sides of the fence. Like, you can't be aligning with criminals and align yourself with law enforcement. You can't do that. You can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And she's literally halfway. It's like, you can't do that. It's one or the other. And not only are you one, and she's proven it more and more by even going to Jason in the first place to ask him for his help. He's still in the mob. Like, what are you doing? Figure this out your damn self. You let Valentine get away. This is all on Anna at the end of the day. She need to figure out how to reach Valentine, how to track him down. You figure that shit out. That's not for Jason to figure out. Because Jason talking about, oh, I'm going to give him a reason to bring Charlotte back or whatever the case. I'm like, Jason, do not involve yourself with this foolishness. Do not. Because if Jason was any kind of real hitman, if he did want to get Valentine back, I could see him doing that just to set a trap for Valentine to kill him because of what Valentine did to Sonny. That would be a motive to bring him back. Because I'm pretty sure Sonny still wants vengeance on Valentine for messing with his meds. I doubt Sonny forgot about that one. So if Jason and Sonny were any kind of mobsters, I'm like, shit, you would use this to your advantage to lure him out, kill him, and get your revenge on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. But Anna need to go clean up her own mess. Cause I'm getting tired of her. Moving on from that. Cody. So I'm still pissed that he didn't know who the hell Lulu was. Like, he didn't recognize her. Like, he literally sat at her bedside. He looked at her face when she was in a coma. How you don't know who the hell that is? Like, I don't know why they wrote that. I really don't. I don't know why the writers wrote that shit. Cause I'm just like, come on now. Are you trying to play us all like we stupid or we got amnesia? Like, really? We seen him at that woman bedside now. He know what that girl looked like. And I know he saw photos. Like, come on now. Come on now. And then sitting there talking about how he picked up a hitchhiker that night. 1 + 1 = 2, Dante and Cody. He picked up the hitchhiker, Lulu hitchhiked. Put it together. Boom. Anyway, stupidity makes my head hurt. Dude. Like, when you see stupid stuff, it just gives you a migraine. When you see common sense shit, and people not using common sense. Like, that shit just be irking me. And when he told the story about BLQ, like when Dante told him about how BLQ was paid to break him and Lulu up and stuff, it got me to thinking. And I had to think back to that time when when BLQ came back to town. I had to think back because if memory serves me, when they were kids, because it was funny when BLQ came in and, they were talking about how she used to tattle on him and Cody when they were kids. See, if memory serves me correctly, when she came back in 2010, I could have sworn it was stated that she always had a crush on Dante, but Dante never saw her like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a few years younger than Dante. And he never looked at her in that kind of way. He only saw her as a friend. That's it. Now I'm fast forwarding to today, and the speculation that Gio might be her son. Because I'm really hoping they're not going in the direction that I think they're going in, where Gio's not only going to be BLQ's son, but secretly Dante's son too. I would hate that story, because that's a recon of how she came back to town, because it was already mentioned, and I'm believing it was mentioned years ago, that Dante never saw her like that. So if he never saw her like that, then that means he never slept with her before. So therefore, there's no way in hell they could possibly have a child together if he never slept with her. So you're gonna recon it and make it seem like, oh, and say now he did sleep with her back then. No, no, hell no, no, mm-mm, nope. If Gio is her son, it better be by somebody else. I'm just saying, it damn sure better. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. Um. I ain't gonna front. I love the scenes with Lulu and Laura. I love that they, reunited and stuff. I felt bad for Lulu. Learning all this new information. It's like getting hit with a brick. You know what I'm saying? Like just learning about all this death. You know what I'm saying? Like learning that your brother's in prison, your nephew's dead, you got a new nephew, you got a new uncle who you can't stand. Like, it's just a lot. Find out people done moved into your home. Like, it is just, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot of information to absorb. Cause she was looking like, when she saw Kevin and Kevin was talking about Ace and stuff, when Kevin left, she was like, who the hell is Ace? Like, girl, your new nephew. What you mean? Um, yeah, and then find out Spencer going. I'm like, this is just a lot. Like that would just drive me up a wall. Like that is way too much. Um, that is just way too much. Like, I don't know how she gonna handle all that information. Cause that is just a lot to absorb right there. And I was happy that she finally mentioned Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was kind of weird that she's been back. You know what I'm saying? Since she's been back, she hasn't mentioned her until now. But I'm glad, she finally mentioned her. And of course she was pissed when she found out that Valentine got her in hiding. Um, because of course Lulu's first instinct is go chase after her daughter. But I agree with Laura. Like, no, 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 nope. You need to go sit down somewhere. Cause Lulu, all this movement, and I'm just befuddled that she moving around so well for somebody that's been in a 4-year coma. Um, but yeah, she need to let other folks handle that, because you're in no position to go looking for your daughter right now. You need to go rest, go heal, absorb all this new information that you've taken in. Like, she just need to relax herself. Like, just calm down. I still can't wait until she find out that Anna shot her daughter. I can't wait, because I can't wait to see the look on her face when she hear that one. That's gonna be funny. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. Um. I totally get where Molly coming from. Like, Molly is at a point where she's over shit. Like, she's totally over it at this point, especially with this whole revenge scheme against Ava. I totally get where she coming from. Like, she basically told Alexa, she was like, listen, I'm done being bitter. She was like, if Christina want to carry out this little vendetta against Ava for the rest of her life, that's her problem. That's her business. And I felt her on that. Because when you tired, you tired. You know what I mean? When you get to that point where you're just sick and tired, you get over nonsense. You don't want to deal with nonsense no more. So I don't blame Molly for wanting to move on. She got enough going on. Especially with this whole separation between her and TJ. It was inevitable. It was inevitable. But I'm glad that she realized that they grew apart. And she got to let him go. Because she felt like she's not in a position to make him happy. She can't make him happy. She's not happy. So they got to be apart, so she can get to happy. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? She got to find her own happiness again. He got to find his. And I'm glad that TJ, was talking to Curtis and Jordan, and, he got them to lean on and stuff like that. him and Molly just want different things. You know, they want different things out of life. I hate that Molly is at that point where she doesn't want children ever, because I don't know if that's, I know she was never really a traditional kind of person, but I never knew that she didn't fully, like, want children. I'm like, when the hell did she come to that realization? Like, has that always been there and she just was lying about it? And TJ, I feel, has always tried to say yes to a lot of things Molly wanted to make her happy. Even he admitted that, that's all he was trying to do was make her happy, and I feel like he went along with a lot of things that he didn't normally agree with, you know. But I feel like, as painful as it is, I think it is time that they separate, and get their individuality back, you know, and find their happiness on their own. Because at the end of the day, he's not responsible for her happiness. She's not responsible for his happiness. They got to find that on their own. You know what I'm saying? Got to find it. And they have not been happy for quite some time. Like, him forgetting her birthday, that was huge. That's huge right there. And her not even caring that he forgot, that told me, I feel like they both checked the hell out that relationship a long time ago. They both did it. And they needed that push to make them say, you know what, we're done. And I think this whole trial and stuff was that push for them to finally sit down and admit this ain't working no more. Because they've been avoiding each other. She started out avoiding him. Then he just got to the point where he was avoiding her. He's grieving alone. She's, doing shit on her own. And she even admitted that she liked talking to other people about her problems and not him. That's a problem. If you can't go to your man or your woman and, talk to them about what's bugging you and stuff, that's a problem. I just feel like for the last few months, we've been seeing the destruction of their relationship. And, maybe not to say it's forever, because, I mean, on daytime TV, nobody breaks up forever. Maybe down the line they can get back together and stuff and make it work. Plenty of people have. But for right now, I think it is for the best that they go their separate ways. It's for the best. So moving on from that, I am so glad Jordan was there to talk some sense into Curtis, because I agreed 1,000% with what Jordan was saying. Curtis needs to buck up, and he need to play this right. He need to go up against Michael and Drew, because if I was Curtis, I would make Michael think I was an ally. But I agree with Jordan. He need to push both of them out and take the throne for himself. I would make Michael think I'm an ally, help him push Drew out, but at the same time find a way to push Michael out. That simple, because I wouldn't trust Michael either, because let's be for real, Michael ain't doing nothing but using Curtis. That's all he doing. And Drew was never loyal to Curtis, so get rid of them both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't trust either one of they sorry asses. I'm all for Michael wanting revenge on Drew, but you're not about to use Curtis in the process and then think that you're going to just toss him to the side, because that's exactly what can and will probably happen. Michael ain't friends with Curtis. He don't give a damn about Curtis. Same way Drew don't. So Curtis need to play this. I will push both of them out, take that company all for myself. That's his best bet. And I'm glad he had Jordan there to tell him that too. Because Jordan could see it. She was like, nope, you need to play them both. Play them both against each other. I said, hallelujah. Ain't God good? Won't he do it? Curtis better wisen up. Just saying. Wise up, sir. Take them both out the game. That's what I would do. Take them both out. Two. Let me see my notes. Oh. Well, I think that's everything in this episode. I had to make sure I didn't miss out anything. No, that's everything. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great rest of the night. See you all later. Peace.